that slow and steady can win the race. At the same time, we like to pay tributes to our freedom fighters, the likes of Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, who led India to freedom.
Open the updating door. Are you excited? Okay, we are going to start with the fancy dresses competition. And first person.
That would be Latin Arch. The main character here will be Chinto Siam. He will portray Mahatma Gandhi.
In 1882, the British passed the Salt Law. At that time, Gandhi was just a young boy of 13 years. They took control of all the salt factories hands in the country. Indians could no longer make their own salt. They were forced to buy from the British. Not only that, they also had to pay tax. That is, they had to give the British extra money over and above the price of salt. After 50 years, Gandhi wanted to protest against the salt law in 1930. Next to air and water, salt was the greatest necessity of life, especially for the poor. So Gandhiji drew up a clever plan. It was a plan that would help the people fight all the unfair things the British were doing in India.
I, God the British rule has cursed earth. It has impoverished millions through a system of progressive exploitation and an expensive civil and military administration. We have been reduced to a state bordering on poverty, hopelessness, and political serfdom. Salt tax law is grossly unfair. Poor man's dead boy. As the independence movement is essentially for the poorest of the land, we will begin civil disobedience against disabled.
This was the Dandi March. Gandhiji was 61 years old, but he walked very fast. The others had to run to keep pace with him.
Like air and water, everyone has a right to it. At present, India's self-respect lies in this handful of salt. Now that the terminal breach of the salt tax law has been committed, anyone fearing the risk of facing prosecution is free to make salt. Let the fist, therefore, holding it be broken. But let there be no voluntary surrender of salt. Jai Hind! महात्मा गांधी जी के महात्मा गांधी जी के महात्मा गांधी जी के महात्मा गांधी जी के महात्मा गांधी जी के
Swatantrata Divas ki Shubhamnaएं. Happy 78th Independence Day. Let me tell you about an Indian revolutionary, a prominent leader in the Indian independence movement against British rule of India, who also led an Indian national force from abroad against the Western powers during World War II. Subhash Chandra Bose. He was an extremely loud leader, known for his motivational speeches, and of all the speeches he made, none was more popular than the "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom," the speech that he made in Burma in 1944 to the members of the Indian National Army. Let's have a glimpse of that scene.
बहादुरों, आज ये लड़ाई जो हिंदुस्तान के बाहर हुई है, कल हिंदुस्तान में लड़ी जाएंगे। आजादी लड़कर हासिल होती है, मांग कर नहीं। इस लड़ाई में खून बहेगा, हम सबका खून बहेगा, और उस खून की कीमत होगी आजादी। हिंदुस्तान की आजादी, हमारी देश की आजादी। तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा। आजादी जिंदाबाद, आजादी जिंदाबाद।
On 4th July 1944, Subhash Chandra Bose delivered a famous speech, "Give me blood and I promise you freedom," to the members of his Indian National Army in Burma, present-day Myanmar.
सिपाही मुझे अब लोग सामने एक अभ्यास करने जा रहे हैं जो इस प्रकार है।
बहादुरों, बिना कीमत चुकाए इस दुनिया में कुछ हासिल नहीं होता और आजादी की कीमत है शहादत। आज मैं आप सबको बोल देता हूं, तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा। जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय हिंद। हमारा कार्यक्रम यह समाप्त होता है। धन्यवाद।
To celebrate bicentennial. However, the British point of view indicates that it was a political gathering. When the news reached the general, General Dyer headed to the camp with his troops.
Actions have to be taken against them. Do not cease your firing until all your munitions run out. That's an order. Yes, General. Take your positions.
Was chased by one soldiers and got killed.
I am aware, more than aware, of the grave responsibility that rests on my shoulders in being privileged to move this resolution before this great assembly. The Punjab has been cruelly, brutally treated, and as much as one man of the Punjab was made to crawl on his belly. And if we are worthy sons and daughters of India, we should be pledged to remove these wrongs. I have therefore placed before you my non-cooperation to achieve this. I want to emphasize on Swadeshi, the boycott of foreign goods. We will use only Indian-made goods. We will wear our own khadi. We shall resign from our posts. We shall withdraw our children from government-controlled schools and colleges. We shall not pay any tax to the government. And we will retire our titles. And I thus retire my title of Kaisari awarded to me by the British monarchy in my protest against this land Wallah Center.
Mahatma Gandhi gives his powerful speech that goes off towards the charkha and starts speaking. In support of his Swadeshi, people start throwing foreign goods into the fire and adopt Indian-made goods. Nehru speaks the charkha in support of Gandhi Swaraj. Interestingly, Indira's Gandhi whipped sari was made cotton,
spun by her father Jawaharlal Nehru. Chakka also appeared on the Indian flag that was signed on orders of Mahatma Gandhi in 1921.
Swaraj is my birthright, and I will get it. As long as freedom is alive in me, I will not grow old. We are asking for our self-government, and we will definitely get it. These words were by Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, who is known as the first leader of the Indian independence movement. He was an Indian revolutionary, teacher, social activist, and lawyer. British officials called him the father of the Indian unrest, which is why he was given the title Lokmanya, which means accepted by the people, and Indians wholeheartedly accepted him as their leader. Let us revisit to a brief moment when Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak gave a public speech on 28 April 1916 in front of Shivaji Maratha Library, Pune, which marked a significant moment in the Indian independence movement.
भाइयों और बहनों, इस शुभ दिन में आने के लिए आप सबका शुक्रिया। आज हम यहाँ अपने स्वराज के साथ आए हैं। जो भी कहा हुआ कल बन जाएगा। और अब मैं महाराज तिलक को कुछ वक्त देना चाहता हूँ। महाराज तिलक की महाराज तिलक की भाइयों और बहनों, हमें पता है स्वराज हमारा नाम सिद्ध अधिकार है। मेरा स्वराज तब तक बेहतर जिंदा है, बेकमजोर या गुलाम नहीं हो सकता। कोई भी हथियार सोचने को बंद नहीं कर सकता। हम स्वराज की बात कर रहे हैं और हम इसे लेकर ही रहूंगा। अब हम अभी लड़ाई को लड़ेंगे। इस वक्त अभी किएगा आवाज है, अभी नहीं तो कभी नहीं। आइए हम सब इंसाफ और क्रांति की राहों पर चले। साझा कीजिए और बीते मुझकर साथ दीजिए। आगे परिणाम ऊपर वाले पर छोड़ दीजिए। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, धर्मता की जय, धर्मता की जय। धन्यवाद।
The sedition charges were based on several of his articles in his newspaper, History, especially the one published on 5th May 1908, in which he justified the violent method of freedom struggle and criticized the overbearing British government for its unresponsive policy.
नमस्कार, आज मैं बाल गंगाधर तिलक और चंद साहेब आपके सामने एक कार्य प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं, जो इस प्रकार है। ये देशद्रोह का मुकदमा है और ये अदालत जूरी के फैसले से सहमत है। मिस्टर तिलक, क्या आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? मैं बस यही कहना चाहूँगा, जूरी के फैसले के बावजूद मैं निर्दोष हूँ। मेरा लक्ष्य है स्वराज। स्वराज है मेरा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है और मैं उसे लेकर ही रहूंगा। जय हिंद। जूरी इन बातों से सहमत नहीं है, इसलिए ये अदालत मिस्टर तिलक को 6 साल जेल की सजा और मंडली बागा में सेवा करने और 12 अमेरिकी डॉलर की जुर्माना देने की हुकूमत देती है। कोर्ट इसे तोड़।
To the Indian Army base camp. Before heading to the Constituent Assembly, Nehru led Indian warriors and paid his respect to the war heroes. He thanked them for their bravery and hard work.
Sometimes you do too. Not much.
we made a trust with destiny. And now it is time that we shall redeem our pledge, not only or in full measures, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. The ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. That may be beyond us. But as long as there are tears and suffering, so long our work will not be over. Bharat Mata Ki! Bharat Mata Ki!
Speech to the Indian Constituent Assembly in the Parliament. Furthermore, this speech took place on the eve of India's independence, at the hour of midnight on 14th August 1947. Moreover, Jawaharlal Nehru was certainly the first Prime Minister of independent India. This great speech focuses on the aspects that transcend the history of India. Furthermore, Tryst with Destiny happens to be one of the greatest speeches of the 20th century. Moreover, this speech shows the essence of Indian triumph over British colonial rule.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny. And now, the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not fully or in full measure, but very substantially. The stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. Moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, then the new begins, and when the soul of a nation comes to press, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this holy moment, we take the pledge of dedication to India and our people and to the still larger cause of humanity. The dawn of history, India started on our unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with our striving and the clean years of our successes and our failures. No good and ill fortune alike, she has never lost sight of that quest or forgotten that ideals which gave her strength. We have today a period of ill fortune, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India.
Jackson.
We have endured all the pains and labors, and our hearts are heavy with these memories of these sorrows. Some of those pains continue even now. Dear people of India, who join us with faith and confidence in this great adventure. This is no time to pity or destructive criticism, no time for ill will or blaming others. We have to build a noble mansion of free India, where our children may dwell. Jai Hind!
Thank you, Supplier.